Hi everybody. During class we were talking about word problems and I wanted to make sure that we knew how to do all of these problems in our notes. So last class we talked about number 1 on this side. So if you could go ahead and flip your paper for me, please. Let's talk about number 2. So it says the school that Christine goes to is selling tickets to an annual dance competition. On the first day of ticket sales, they sold 3 senior citizen tickets and 3 child tickets for $69. The school took in $91 on the second day by selling 5 senior citizen tickets and 3 child tickets. What is the price of each type of ticket? So looking at this problem, I want to go ahead and cross out anything that's useless. So we go back and we look at the top of the problem. It says the school that Christine goes to is selling tickets to the annual dance competition. That's completely useless to me. I don't care what they're selling money for. All I care about is figuring out what I need to solve. So I'm going to cross this out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to read this question again, and I'm now going to highlight no more than 4 words of what I am trying to find. So if I read this question, it says, on the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 3 senior citizen tickets and 3 child tickets for $69. On the second day, they sold $91 for 5 senior citizen tickets and 3 child tickets. What's the price of each type of ticket? So I want you to highlight no more than 4 words of what they're trying to solve, or what we're trying to look for. We're trying to look for each type of ticket. So what type of tickets do we have? We have child tickets, so I'm going to write that down, child tickets. And we have senior citizen tickets, so I'm just going to say senior tickets. Do I know how much child tickets cost? No, so I'm going to give it a variable. Let's give it the variable C. Do I know how much senior citizen tickets cost? No, so I'm going to give that the variable S. So I'm now going to go back up to the very top of my problem, and I'm going to turn that very first sentence into an equation. On the first day of ticket sales, they sold 3 senior citizen tickets, so 3S, and 3 child tickets for $69. So 3 child tickets for $69. The school took, so notice I used this sentence, it's now gone. Look at the next one. The school took in $91 on the second day by selling 5 senior citizen tickets and 3 child tickets. So 5 senior citizen tickets and 3 child tickets for a total of $91. So I have to now solve. So take a look. If you take a look at this, you have 2 choices. We could either do elimination or we could do substitution. I'd rather do elimination, and I'm going to change one of my equations. I'm going to change the top equation by -1, and I'm going to distribute that to everybody. So I have -3s and -3c to equal -69. I use that, I'm going to cross it out. I'm now going to go ahead and add these 2 equations together. I have 2s equals 91 and -69 equal 22. So to get s by itself, I'm going to divide by 2. So S equals 11. So S stands for senior citizen. So my senior citizen tickets cost $11. So how do I find my child ticket? Well, I'm going to take it and I'm going to plug it in. So 5 times 11 plus 3C equals 91. So I have 55 plus 3C equals 91. So I'm going to subtract 55 on both sides. So 91 minus 55, I get 36. I'm going to divide by 3. So my child tickets are $12. So ending in words, I don't have room on my screen, but if I were to end in words, I would say my child tickets cost $12 and my senior citizen tickets cost $11. So, all right, so let's take a look at the next one. I erase some of this so we can look at the next one. All right, cool. Let's scroll. The local amusement park is a popular field trip destination. This year, the senior class at High School A and the senior class at High School B both planned trips there. The senior class at High School A rented and filled 16 vans and 8 buses with 757 students. High School B rented and filled 5 vans and 5 buses with 380 students. How many students can each van carry? How many students can each bus carry? So I'm going to look at this problem, and I want to cross out useless information. The local amusement park is a popular field trip destination. Nobody cares. Cross it out. I'd want to go to an amusement park, but that's not going to help me solve this problem. This year, the senior class at High School A and the senior class at High School B both planned trips there. Again, I don't care. Good for them. Well, we got to go to high school. So, everything else has numbers, so I need it. So I'm not going to highlight no more than 4 words of what I'm looking for. So I want to know how much a van can carry and a bus can carry. So I'm going to come over here and write bus, but I don't want to write in yellow. Let's write in black. Bus, van. Do I know how many students were in a bus? No. Give that letter B. Do I know how many students were in a van? No. Give that letter V. So now go back up to the first sentence before I crossed it out. Let's turn it into an equation. Senior class at High School A rented and filled 16 vans and 8 buses with 757 students. 16 vans and 8 buses with 757 students. High School B rented and filled 5 vans and 5 buses with 380 students. So now I gotta solve. Do I want to use the substitution method? No. Do I want to use the elimination method? Probably, but why does this problem suck? Because I'm going to have to multiply both. So I'm going to have to multiply this top one by -5, because that's the opposite. And I'm going to multiply this bottom one by 16. So -5 times 16, because I got to distribute this to everybody inside here. I get -80v minus 40b equals -5 times 757. -3,785. And now I'm going to take 16 and I'm going to distribute it to everybody in that one. So 16 times 5 is 80v plus 16 times 5 is 80b and 16 times 380 is 6,080. So now I'm going to add these guys up. These cross out. -40 and 80 make 40b. -3,785 plus 6,080 make 2,295. I'm now going to divide by 40. Thank goodness I got a calculator. I get 57.375, so I'm just going to round because I can't have 0.375 of a person. So I get 57.375, that's closest to 57. So a bus can hold 57 students. So now I'm going to plug it in to find V. So 16V plus 8 times 57 equals 757. 8 times 57 makes 456. So now I'm going to subtract 456 from both sides. I get 301. So 16V equals 301. Divide by 16. I get 18.8, which rounds to 19. So a bus can carry 57 kids and a van can carry 19 students. My goal is that you do end your problems with words. So let's go ahead and erase this so I can do the next one. Let's take a look at the next one. Tickets for a high school football game cost $3 for students and $5 for adults. During the game, $2,995 was collected. There were a total of 729 tickets sold. How many of each type of ticket was sold at the game? So take a look at this problem. You notice any fluff, any useless information? No, because the problem's pretty short. So now I'm going to go and I want to highlight no more than 4 words of what I'm looking for. Each type of ticket. So what kind of tickets do I have? I have a student ticket. I'm going to call S. And I have adult ticket. I'm going to call A. So it's tickets, $3 for students and $5 for adults. equal $2,995. Notice it says there were a total of 729 tickets sold. What type of tickets were sold? Adult tickets and student tickets. So if I take all my adult tickets and I add them to all my student tickets, how many tickets were sold? 729. So I'm going to take my student tickets and I'm going to add them to my adult tickets, and it's going to equal 729. So now I could do the substitution method if I wanted to, but I prefer the elimination method. So I'm going to multiply this bottom one by negative 3. Distribute, distribute, distribute. I get negative 3s, negative 3a, 729 times negative 3 is negative 2,187. Cross this out because I used it. So now I'm going to add these guys up. 2,995 added to negative 2,187. Can't type. I get 808. And then I get 2a. My s's cross out. Divide by 2 on both sides. So a equals 404. So there are 404 adult tickets. So now I'm going to plug this in. So 404 adult tickets were sold. So I'm going to plug this in. So S plus 404 equals 729. Subtract 404 from both sides. 729 minus 404 is 325. So 325 student tickets were sold and 404 adult tickets were sold. We solved number 5 in class, so let's now look at number 6. It says, find the value of two numbers if my sum is 12 and their difference is 4. So, no more than 2 words. Highlight what I'm looking for. 2 numbers. I have number 1 and I have number 2. Do I know what number 1 is? Nope. Give it a variable. X. Do I know what number 2 is? Nope. Give it a variable. Y. So it says their sum is 12. So if I take x and y and I sum them, I'm going to get 12. So what does that look like? X plus y equals 12. It says their difference is 4. So if I take x and y and I difference them, I get 4. So what's that going to look like? X minus y equals 4. So now I'm going to solve. You have 2 choices, substitution or elimination. I'm going to go ahead and do elimination because I already have inverses. Add them up. 12 and 4 makes 16. My y's crossed out. I'm left with 2x. Divide by 2. So x equals 8. So, plug it in. I get 8 plus y equals 12. Subtract 8, subtract 8. Y equals 4. So my first number is 8 and my second number is 4. Hopefully this helped, and we will discuss this more next class.